Hey there, welcome to my new series called Music and Mocktails. This is the new viewer comments series on this channel. And by new, I mean probably 6 months old. And also, I mean that I don't think I've actually contributed a video to this series in probably at least 5 months. Way to go, Robert. Why did I choose such a stupid name for this series? For those of you who watch this channel, you know that I do not drink alcohol, but I also do enjoy mixing my own non-alcoholic drinks. I enjoy it, and I'd like to share them here with you. Beyond that, quite honestly, I kind of feel that I'm committed at this point, so sorry, we're stuck with it. So for today's mocktail, this is just a good old-fashioned mint lemonade shake-up. Pretty simple beverage to make, but one that I enjoy quite a bit. For hot summer days and plenty of other occasions. I actually I drink these quite a bit year round, and I enjoy them. They're refreshing and fun to make, and I like to serve them up in a great big huge 20 some odd ounce goblet. Let's get to some comments from you guys. This one from Dreadhead. Hey Robert, do you have a Boss FT2? That would be a cool pedal to see a review on from you. When I answered you in the comments section, I told you that I wasn't familiar with the FT2, and I was thinking that maybe you meant the FZ2 by mistake, which is one of Boss's fuzz pedals. I don't know. I wasn't sure what it was you were referring to, so I Googled it, and you were actually talking about this guy, the FT2 dynamic filter from the 80s. And yes, you're right, I would enjoy demoing that pedal. Of course, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Boss pedals. I love messing around with Boss gear. The problem with this pedal, not only do I not own one, but they're pretty rare. And the used market, these things seem to be selling anywhere between $300 and $500, and I'm not paying that much for a Ottawa. I'm just not. So if anybody out there has a Boss FT2 that they would like to loan me so that I can do a demo of it on this channel, I would be very grateful. And so would Dreadhead. Jeremiah Lyles says, Kustom? To which I replied, garbage. What was wrong with them once they were running well? Well, that was the problem. A large percentage of the ones that I've run across do not run well. I am not a fan of the old Kustom, the old Kustom amplifiers, the tuck and roll stuff. I don't like them. I never have. I've never liked the sound of it. They got a decent clean, by today's standards anyway. They got a decent clean sound. If you want a good pedal platform, I suppose they're okay for that. But but on their own, I know all you CCR fanatics are gonna go crazy. Yes, I know John Fogerty's been a diehard user of Kustom amplifiers, his entire life. But name one other well-known guitar player that has been a huge advocate of Kustom tuck and rolls. I think they sound flat and dry and boring, and I just don't care for them. And that's if you find one that actually works. I don't know how many times I've plugged one of those heads into one of those cabinets and gotten zapped. I don't know what it is with some of those old Kustom tuck and roll heads, but they are, I've been zapped and electrocuted by them numerous times, more than once. And I'm not saying I'm not a fan of them because I don't think they're built well, but that's let's face it, I've plugged in and played through many amplifiers from that era. I haven't gotten barbecued by any of them except for the Kustoms. So, there's something to be said for that build quality coming out of good old Chinook, Kansas. So, if you like them, great. I'm not telling you not to. Who cares what I think? If you like them, who cares what I think? I don't care for them. This one's from Raul Hernandez. He says, what do you know about electronic engineering? To your credit, you stated it is just your opinion and not based on sound engineering practice. Opinions have little merit. I don't need someone to tell me how good an amplifier performed. I can judge that for myself. I think most persons would agree. Most persons. Oh boy. You can judge for yourself, yet here you are watching an opinion video titled Greatest Amplifiers Ever. but you don't need to hear anybody's opinion? Dumbass. Barry Allen says, I have the Joyo Uzi on my board. Question, how is this flame, meaning referring to the Joyo Dark Flame demo that I posted up here a week or so ago. How different is the flame from the Uzi? Thanks to the promo code discount, I'm ordering one. Awesome, man. Well, you are welcome for the promo code discount. Joyo was kind enough to send along a discount code that you can use through the Amazon link that I will post in the description. You can use the promo code there on your screen. That will be posted down in the description as well. Go check out my demo that I posted a week or so ago on the Dark Flame Distortion. It is really a kick-ass pedal. As for how it differs from the Uzi, that question was asked by numerous people, far more than any other, in the comment section of that video. So I'm actually, I have just completed a shootout video of those two pedals so that we can all hear for ourselves what the difference between the two of them is. I will post that video. You should see that one as of this. You know, by the time you guys see this video, that one should be along in a few days. J. Joe Doyne, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, also on the Joyo Dark Flame video, says, you just inspired a blues player to try and play metal. Love the sound. Thanks, man. That's, you know, I don't know that there is a better compliment in the music business than to, you know, than somebody telling you that they heard something and it inspired them to do something totally different from what they normally do. So good luck to you, man. Matter of fact, I admire you because, you know, I mean, I've got about enough blues guitar skill, you know, to fill up this pinky. And, you know, if you hear me playing any blues at all on this channel, it all sounds the same, all of it. So at any rate, I hope you enjoy the pedal, and you know, yeah, put something up there on the interwebs. Let us know what it pulled out of you. Glenn S said, LMAO, okay, I laughed so hard for your number 2, it was worth the video. This was a comment left on the top 8 worst production guitars ever video that God, what is that, 5 years old now? 4 years old, 5 years old? I think I did that early 2018. So 4 years old now. And, you know, that video has since gone on to become the most popular video on my channel. It's like 1.3 million views or something like that by now. And the joke that you were referring to was my reaction to the reverse flying V. And it's, I got to admit, I've recycled it a couple of times since then. But, you know, that was the moment basically that put my channel on the map. So, you know, prior to that, I had spent first 2 years or something on YouTube scratching and clawing my way to like 300 subscribers, you know. So, yeah, not that I've got a huge amount of subscribers since then, but it's a whole lot more now than it was then. It was just something that just came to me one day, and I was like, I mean, I got to put that in a video, and what did I have to lose? And all of a sudden it took off. So, but let's face it, is there a guitar on the planet more ridiculous than this? Fred Rodnick says, shouldn't you do a few seconds demo of these to show people what you mean? After all, music exists in sound, not talking. I get somebody complaining about this. This video was left, I think, on a worst pedals or a worst amps video. I don't remember. One of those. I get morons like you every now and again that think that I should actually spend my time and my own money. Here's the thing. Most of, you know, the vast majority of the gear that you see demoed on my channel, I bought it. I spent my own money. I always tell you otherwise, you know, if a company sent it to me and I didn't pay for it, or if I got a discount, i.e. the Joyo Dark Flame, you know, 90-something% of the time, I spent my own money on it. So this channel is at least, you know, is mostly self-financed. And if you can honestly tell me that you would spend your own money on a pile of amps that you hate just to prove a point, then I will be more than happy to sit down and actually have a serious conversation with you. But I haven't found anybody yet that could honestly tell me they're willing to do that. So to expect me to do that just for your benefit, yeah, no thanks. This one is from Alan's Guitar Channel. He says, I own a PRS CE24 and couldn't agree more with the list. Favorite guitar in my collection. This refers to a Dirt from the Dungeon episode that I did recently, where I mentioned a new high-end guitar list, or pro-level guitar list that Guitar World had recently put out. And on that list included the PRS CE24. And I agree. You know what? I wouldn't mind owning one. Because I think I'm with you. I think they're fantastic instruments. The problem is I really, really want a PRS core model. And I know they're twice the price, and all that other stuff that goes along with. The only reason why I wouldn't buy a CE24, buy a CE model of any kind, that's the only reason why. I know me, and I know I would feel like it was a consolation prize. So, despite how great of a guitar I know it probably is, on a side note, I think one of the best things that PRS did was brought back the CE line, because there was kind of a price gap between the you have the SEs, which are the import line, then you have the S2s, which are technically American made, but they're made with import parts, and then there's the core models, which start at about $2,500 or something. So there was a price gap there that PRS was missing for the most part. That was just right around the $2,000 range or a little under, and the CEs filled that perfectly. I think they made them for a long time, and then they stopped making them back in, I don't know what it was, 2008, 2010, something like that, maybe earlier. It didn't make them for a while, but like I said, great job PRS for bringing that back to us. Klepitar says, "You forgot to get real drunk." I don't drink. So that's it for this edition of Music and Mocktails. Please do the YouTube thing and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there are any questions that you might have for me that you would like answered in an episode of Music and Mocktails, coming to you probably again sometime in the next 6 months. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.